Howdy folks, Little John. Tasting day on the Citiva XPA with the Citiva hops. Now, I'm in the middle of brew day. I've got brew pub running on it. Just save me frigging around. I'll go to the book. No, there we go. We haven't got anybody. Rightio. So I said, this is the extract I did in the Nano brewery. I'll pop a link up to the brew day vid, and this was now been in bottles since the 8th of August, so it's pretty much bang on 6 weeks in the bottle, so she's definitely ready to try it. So before we do that, big shout out to all the patrons who so happily contribute to the ongoing progress of Little John's Brewing. Thank you guys for your support. Links down the bottom if you're interested in having a look. If you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not, hit the subscribe button down there in the corner. That way you'll know what's going on, you don't miss any videos. And of course, I'm always great to look at, so hit the like button. That's it, Citiva XPA. I'm going to pour on him. He's looking nice in the bottle. Because they've got a little bit of a Corona type look in the clear bottle as far as the colour goes. There's a nice carb there. Very flimsy looking head. I don't think that's going to last real long, but we'll see how we go. Get poured with it. I'm getting a little bit of nose there. So this was done on the Nano, the 50 litre kettle. It was the first its first crack out for quite a while. And what we got in there was about 54% light dry malt, 12% dextrose, 6% dry wheat, about 6% dried dark malt, and about 2.5% dried amber. So the whack of different malts in there, trying to fill out some little bits of flavour profile. And it was also a steeping of 19% of rolled wheat, which was just done in a small mash and added into the whole boil. And then hops were all Citiva. There was it's all hop stand, it's all bloody 40 grams. Okay, it says aroma. Basically 40 grams went in at flame out, I think it was. Sat for basically 20 minutes as the pot cooled, and then another 30 grams went in at 85 degrees and held for another 20 minutes. And then there was another 25 grams dry hop on day 4. So I've not used the Citiva before. It was basically a 100 gram bag I had. Well, thereabouts, 95 grams of hops, but that was the bag that Kev Bristol had sent me to try it out. So used it all in this brew. Water was treated for chlorine with calcium sorbate. There's chloride, 4 grams of chloride, 2 grams of gypsum, a little bit of Epsom salt. So it was a 2-to-1 chloride to sulfate ratio. There's a bit of sodium met in the mash, also to counteract the any chlorine. A bit of yeast nutrient in the boil. 18 degrees for 14 days in the primary. So it tells me. Does that seem accurate? For the 8th, 8, 10, 13, close enough, would it be? Close enough to 14 days in the ferment. Original gravity was 1040. Finished at 1012 for 4.1%. And that's in the bottle with a carb drop. And that's it. She's fairly clear, not crystal clear, and this bottle has only been in the fridge for about 24 hours. So obviously a bit more time in the fridge and that would drop out even more. So that head's sort of hanging around. It's got quite large bubbles, but it is hanging about. A good carb. Okay, there's notes of lime, lemon, sort of lime, lemon peel. Sort of like when you smell the actual fruit itself, not the gist, but the actual fruit. A little bit of malt there. It's reasonably noticeable, but it's not super pungent. Yeah. Let's go see if we can bring up a bit of a blurb about Citiva. See what they want to tell me about it. Now, it is a hop blend. It's not a single hop. Now they're saying expression ripe stone fruit, sweet, soft peach flavours and aroma, tropical fruit and lime. Well, the lime was definitely the first thing I sort of noticed. I'm not getting a huge amount of nose. Okay, that's interesting. That's a busy little combination going on there, let me tell you. Now they're saying here that the recommended use for juicy IPAs, hazy juicy IPAs. The beer style, I reckon it's just all IPA. The first thing I'm getting on the initial taste is it's almost, you know, very traditional European lager, Pilsner sort of note. That grassy, floral, herby note of, say, like a SARS or a Middelfra, but then it gives way to the fruit, and it just gets this sweetness comes through with. It's like a slippery dip. You start up here in the grass and it just flows through into this finish of light fruit juices. Yeah, I don't think it's got enough going on to really be banging out into an IPA, but that is a nice hop. It's got a really nice character. So this is a fairly straightforward, as far as the beer goes, it's fairly malt-wise, it's fairly neutral. As much as there's the darker malt and the amber malt in there, it's not providing any great big malt punch. It's just nice and sitting there in the background. Yeah, to me it's almost pushing into that, just more that New World lagery sort of a feel. Trying to find what yeast we used. Not telling me there. Oh, are you kidding me? I haven't actually put the yeast here in the recipe. Pardon me. And there's no mention on the page here. I'm pretty sure that top of my head this would have been USA 5. Yeah, no mention anywhere. Nice work, John. But I have got marked as 18 degrees as the primary, so pretty sure would have been USA 5. Definitely haven't been done as a lager, but that's quite a nice beer. Now, actually, I've listed XPA, that was what I was looking for, and realistically, yeah, I think it probably slips into that category, on the lighter end of that category. There's probably not quite enough fruit, really, the citrus really coming through in the end of the hop. Probably treading the line between pale ale and XPA. It's sort of a bit more hop than your standard pale ale, but a bit not, yeah, probably not as bold as an XPA. But yeah, I'm liking it. I think if you were to maybe pull the darker malt out of the mix, and just lighten the body a little bit, that would probably bounce up the hops a tad, which might nudge that up a little bit, that hop profile. 250 grams combined with the dark and the amber. So I think if you were to push that into, pardon me, a bit more dry wheat, or even just straight into the light dry malt, just to keep it a bit lower, I think it would lift that a little bit. But the sativa hop certainly, I think it's a nice blend in a lot of beer. I said I don't see it working in an IPA. I don't think it's got enough of its own. It's not. Well, by the same token, if you were to double that quantity, then that's a different story. I suppose you back it up with some Citra. You know, something with a bit more bolder notes. It might work all right. But for me, that's probably the first time I've actually used a blend that I've actually found that the blend itself was, was nice. I normally have trouble with, these hop blends. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So, Kev, mate, thank you for dropping those to me. They're that's quite nice. It's something I think I will well, I've got a mountain of hops here, but it's certainly certainly a hop I'd look at using again in the future, and I'd certainly recommend, give it a crack if you like. That's a nice light summery. It's funny, I'm just brewing a summer ale today. Would work really well in that sort of a beer. So that's her. Citiva XPA. This was no chilled in the fermenter, so this is a little bit totally left field for little John, but yeah, it's worked out quite well. So, you got any comments or any questions? Stick them down the bottom. Have you used Citiva or just hop blends in general? How do you find them? Do you have a favourite? But that's me. I've got to go. I've got a bloody another hop addition to make on the brew that's sitting over here in the pot. So till I see you again, brewing beer, drinking beer, talking beer. Good brewing.